we're headed to Battle in Bama. But let's get a fresh cold start. And look who's rolling up. Tiny Tank Taylor. Ooh. You ready for Bama number 3 for us?
Oh yeah. Ready to go.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not upset I don't have to go through Birmingham today.
Yeah, those roads are terrible.
So my suspension and back, thanks.
Yeah.
Battle in Bama for moving.
Yeah.
First stop. Where are we at, Taylor? Fayetteville, or are we past? We're in Fayetteville. I'll tell you what, man. Shelbyville Highway is a pretty ride. Pretty curvy, but it is pretty. What were your thoughts?
You're ready to drive.
Ooh, that check mix looks nice. I better not zoom in. I'm gonna get the wrong nuts.
Whoa.
See, this is what happens when Stephanie's not here. I can't handle myself.
It's not gonna make the video.
It's gonna make the video. Stephanie, don't you edit this out. Also, Taylor and I would have lost money today. Oh, that's a clean first gen. Cummins. Ooh. Anyway, I've been throwing codes since we built this truck, and I'm not gonna lie, 95.5% of those are my fault. Anyway, I plugged the scanner in and kind of closed my eyes, and I'm happy to report after 60 miles I have no codes. And Taylor's only code is that he has no check engine light hooked up.
The irony.
So we're kind of feeling it right now. Feeling good. And the biggest surprise of all, somehow I got 16 miles a gallon.
I only got 14.
And he only got 14. So I'm confused. I don't know how I got 16, because I don't even think a stock 6.0 gets 16. Maybe downhill. I don't know. I was running what, 50, 55-ish most of the way. That might have been part of it. Yeah, I was following. But shout out to Karma Performance for 16 miles a gallon on a 630 lift 6.0 with a 4L80 and a big stall. So I don't know how that happened. I got a feeling that's fixing to stop on this next section of the trip. But I'll report back. So we're gonna keep rolling. We've made it down here in Talladega. Check out this sweet Airbnb. Pretty cool. I forget which river this is, but pretty cool spot.
Go down there and take a photo.
Oh, she wants a photo.
She don't even know though.
Oh. I will have to say, this is probably the best view of an Airbnb I've stayed at. Except for 38.
Yeah,
but that's not fair. So lucked out this year and got this awesome carport. And look what we found in the Airbnb, this huge garage. So I'll be parked in the garage tonight. We needed this last year. And getting cleaned up. I brought a hose. Spigot right there. This is a perfect setup. Getting old 71 slippery. 70, sorry. The 70. He's one of those guys. All right, I'll forgive you. At least I didn't call it like a 78. Also, somebody tell me why everybody thinks my truck is another year than 81, but never 81. The last guy just guessed 86, and I don't even know how you get that, but okay. Getting all slippery. Taylor's got a little patina sauce on this truck, so he's got the patina, but also like a clear coat, and it beads off me real nice, and if anything, helps it clean up easier.
Yeah.
And definitely makes it more rich looking in the color. I don't think we've ever shown under your hood.
Probably not.
Taylor's LS2 as well. He's got a Gen 3.
4.8.
4.8.
Yep.
Taylor did what I should have done. Pulled a motor out and put a motor in. Fortunately, I wasn't raced like that. And now I think I'm wearing off on Taylor's because he currently has another block for it. But I have to say, this truck has ran great ever since you've done it.
3 years in a row.
And it's never him having the problems. It's always me. So, y'all just remember that when you're doing the swaps.
The guys that tell you that you can do an LS swap for $500 are liars, okay? This one was probably about a $5,000 swap, and I did it cheap, guys.
And it was budget.
Yeah, it was definitely a budget bill. I bought a running driving panel van, or a 3500 Safari, whatever you want to call it, and pulled the motor and trans. It was running driving, and basically just plopped it in. I made my own wiring harness. The only thing that I really had to buy was a cross member, the engine mounts, and fuel system. I mean, all the wiring, I basically just bought new loom for it and rebuilt it myself. So
yeah, guys, and like you've got to have at least 3,000 or 4,000 miles on it at this point. And I think the only thing I know you've personally bought is a torque converter.
Yep.
And rear main seal.
Yep.
And $15 for the orange Chevy paint, because why not?
Yep.
And this truck has run great. He does, and this is another example. You don't have to do a in-tank pump. Taylor has an external. How many have you burnt? One?
Burnt one up, and really it wasn't burnt up. I could have kept running it, but it was starting to make weird noises. So I said, you know what? I've got another one. Let's just swap it out.
Because they're how much?
They're like 60, 70 bucks.
Yeah, my pump was 300. So, like I said, guys, you can do this. And we're going to show that a little more on the Bronco build, but like this is a perfect example of he enjoys his truck, drives it. It gets like almost 20 miles a gallon when he's cruising. Yep. And it's been good. Let's show the inside. If you ever see Taylor out, please put some gas right here. Just pull this lid off, put some gas right there. So Taylor actually got himself a set of the classic instrument gauges as well. And in my opinion, they look even better in this truck. Like this looks factory. It's even got the clock in the middle. I think these look super good. And it's even cooler because they actually match his truck color. So pretty original in here. Forever sharp steering wheel and a new column, I think, correct?
Yep. eBay column. I like it pretty good.
Taylor's had this truck since he was in high school, so
yeah,
you know, this can be done, and he paid an amount for this truck you wouldn't believe in terms of how low, especially for this era.
So I bought this truck roughly 2010-ish, 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. I was like a sophomore in high school, and I was in between builds. I've got another classic car, that's 72 Oldsmobile, and that car was off at the body shop, needed something to drive, so we found this truck on Craigslist, and we bought this truck out of Nashville for $1,800. Running, driving, basically all it needed was a new transmission mount. So I mean,
you drove it home?
Yeah, I drove it home.
And it had disc brakes all the way around already, correct?
No, it had disc in the front, but it had drums in the rear. Since then, I've put a new frame underneath it with disc all the way around. It's had 3 different motors in it. It had the 350. I went to a 305 with the turbo 350 behind it, and now it has the LS 4.8 with a 4L80 behind that. So it's kind of been a pet project for mine.
Another good point. Ooh, this lighting's horrible. Another good point, guys, is like Taylor did this very economically, and he's gotten to enjoy it now. This is the 3rd year, and he got in it, and no, it wasn't everything he wanted. You know, he wants a little more in the motor, but like he's gotten to enjoy this already for 3 years, and he didn't have to sink 10 grand in just to do this. So like it can be done. It's harder. You're gonna have to do some more work, but it can be done. So I challenge y'all to do this on a budget if you have to, because like even in Taylor's situation, he knew he's gonna want to go for more horsepower coming up. He's got a 4L80, guys. He's ready to hold, you know, 600, 700, 800 horse right now. So he's gonna be ready to rock and roll when he gets the next motor in. I'd like the record to show that I've only listened to Talladega, the song, twice so far. How many of you had?
I honestly haven't listened to it yet.
Boom. Anybody that knows me knows I'm obviously going to this Mango's Cantina, but we want to know where China Star 1 and 2, where to go. This is China Star 3. And then after we get done, we can hop on over to Freedom Fitness.
Oh God.
Fitting all these chips.
The only place I'm running to is the refrigerator.
Yeah, we gotta make a...
Or the toilet.
Probably both, but we gotta make a refreshment stop after this. I'm sorry, Stephanie. This is Taylor's fault, and it lights up. I just want you to know that when we ordered it, I said, what's the difference in the regular margarita and the Texas margarita? And she said I could add a flavor. I said, alcohol would be cool. That's our...
I asked if alcohol was a flavor.
And we got this. So,
I kinda like it.
R.I.P. Whoops. Good to know. Good morning, Krusty Crew. Where's everybody at? Is anybody out here? It's 6:30. It's 6:30.
It's showtime, man.
It's always showtime. All right, guys, day one. We're up and at 'em, and we're getting ready to roll on in to Talladega. Are you saying that the deputy sheriff himself almost ran you over?
No, it was probably more my fault.
No, take responsibility,
No,
Brian.
No.
It was Brian's fault.
It's not always your fault.
No.
It's not all, sometimes it's the cop.
You're right.
Oh gosh.
You can vote red and still think that. Turns out we might be camping at Talladega too. So Josh, you got extra room? Is your radiator running?
It's off right now.
Did you see me with the door open?
Yeah.
Trying to get a little leg air?
I ended up rolling my window up because the sun was baking my face.
I was trying to not spill my chicken biscuit in the cab as well.
Chicken biscuit.
Chicken
Need a
biscuit.
flat tire.
Oh my gosh.
At least it's not pointed, but
That's a party foul. Half of that truck is gone. The top half.
he said a little bit. How long is a little bit?
I don't know. All right, y'all, so we're here. We're here a little early. So that's why we're sitting here in line. So we'll keep you updated. that is it from us here in Battle in Bama. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one.